35 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour expected. Where? Western North Dakota. When? Until 4 a.m. Central Standard Time, or 3 a.m. Mountain Standard Time Friday. The following impacts are expected. Objects left unsecured outside will be blown around. Additional details. Falling and blowing snow will reduce visibilities and could make travel hazardous. Use extra caution when driving, especially for high-profile vehicles. Wind advisory for the following counties in North Dakota: Burley, Emmons, Kidder, Sheridan, and Wells. Wind advisory remains in effect until 8 a.m. Central Standard Time Friday. What? Northwest winds 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour expected. Where? Central North Dakota. When? Until 8 a.m. Central Standard Time Friday. The following impacts are expected. Objects left unsecured outside will be blown around. Additional details. Falling and blowing snow will reduce visibilities and could make travel hazardous. Use extra caution when driving, especially for high-profile vehicles. The regional weather forecast from your National Weather Service office in Bismarck. A band of moderate to heavy snow will push across the eastern Dakotas through Minnesota tonight, while strong winds and scattered light snow develop behind a cold front pushing from north to south across the Dakotas. The strongest winds could produce gusts over 50 miles per hour. Overnight lows for some areas will be mild in the teens and 20s, while cooling into the single digits in the coldest areas. Much colder air plunges in on Friday with areas of snow and strong winds diminishing.
Alrighty guys, what is going on, and welcome back here to another live stream here for tonight. So we tried to get the intro music going here, but for some reason my computer's having a bit of a stroke and it's not really wanting to load anything. But anyways, y'all, hope you're doing all right here. So if you just randomly hear the music go off here, it's because my computer decided it wanted to finally load it. I don't know if it's going to, but if it does, then, well, that's what's happening here. But anyways, everybody, what's up? And hope you're doing all right. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have my mom, we have Emily, we have Liam, we have Gregory, we have Cooleye, we have Sherry. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is hanging in there. I'm actually going to go ahead and adjust my camera just a little bit. I guess I accidentally knocked it off, or accidentally moved it a little bit. But anyways, my friends, hope everyone is well. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. That weather radio is a little bit loud. So I'm going to turn that down just a bit. That way it's not like completely overpowering and stuff like that. But like I said, everybody, hope you're doing good. Like I said, glad to have everybody here for today. So across portions here of the Dakotas, this is kind of a little bit of a subject that we need to talk about. There is a little bit of, like I said, there is a little bit of snow that's moving through the region here. Like I said, obviously for portions of eastern, north, and south Dakota, moving through portions here into western Minnesota. Something we are watching here is a little snow system. Honestly, really not expected to drive anything. However, if we take this down in time, there is a possibility that we could see another system develop here for later on tomorrow that could drive some snow, perhaps, maybe towards the central portions of the central plains, maybe towards Nebraska at the lowest, which we'll talk about that here in a moment. But let's see here. Cooley says, Andrew, can I cover the forecast for Toronto, Canada? I could try, because like I said, my program does not really reach out that way. Let's see here. Jenny with a $10 super chat. Jenny, thank you so much for that. That is super, super nice of you. Jenny, big thank you. That is very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much there, Jenny. That really means a lot. Thank you. Big shout out goes to you. Let's see here. But yeah, let's see. Mark is here. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good. But once again, Jenny, that's super nice of you. Thank you so much for that. But I can pull up here the future radar. I can tell you right now, towards Toronto, we have a bit of snow showers, kicking through the regions here, which, I can go ahead and tell you that right now, as you can actually see here on the actual radar view. But that's what we're looking at. That is what we are seeing here. Like I said, obviously we are dealing with, a bit of snow showers towards the region. But I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and dive here into the future. We're going to take a look here at the models. We're going to look and see what we are expecting here down in town. Like I said, down in town, down in time is what I meant to say here. Like I said, if you guys want to follow along with the time, it is in the top left there. Like I said, we're taking a look here at the NAM 3-kilometer model here to take a look and see what we can expect down in time here. So like I said, right now the current time here across the eastern country is about 9 o'clock. Just turned 9 not too long ago. Once we started streaming here. But like I said, we do have ourselves that little cold front moving through. There's a little bit of, there is a little bit of a bit of snow that's starting to move through. As mentioned before, areas here towards, North South Dakota, through portions of Minnesota. Now, as we track away towards like midnight, now that's going to be mostly moving out of the Dakotas, which honestly, like I said, we take a look here at the radar right now, and you can actually see how there is really not too much more snow that's falling across the eastern Dakotas here. Like I said, obviously with that being said, this is now moving into areas here of Minnesota. So if we take this up here into time, like I said, here for midnight tonight, we're going to be seeing a lot of the heavy snow moving its way into portions of western and central Minnesota, even northwestern Iowa too. Could be seeing a bit of this here, and eventually this will move in towards portions of western Wisconsin, kind of around 3 Eastern, which will be around 2 for you guys, according to this model. Like I said, obviously, I'd say probably, like 1 to 3 o'clock your time in the central time zone here for Wisconsin, that we could start to see a little bit of that snow move through. Maybe northern Illinois could be affected by this eventually here for like tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, we track here to the daytime hours. Look at this for tomorrow afternoon. We have ourselves a bit of snow right here for portions of western Michigan possibilities. So we are looking for that. But like I said, obviously it's not going to be anything too extreme here. We have ourselves a bit of that snow tracking as far down south as like north and central portions of Indiana, moving through portions of central and northern Ohio. And as we track away up here to the northeast, y'all, like I said, we take a look here. Now this is mostly going to be fading out by the time it reaches the northeast. So obviously with that being said, we're not really expecting too many impacts. Now with that being said though, there is a possibility that we might be able to see just a little bit of snow showers rather than that rather than that consistent snowfall that's possible, like I said, across portions here of the north. Like I said, we actually do have ourselves some pretty you can see where those dark blues are starting to pop up there. That is kind of showing the possibilities where we could see maybe up to 1 inch or 2 per hour. And that kind of brings us to the accumulations. Well, how much snow are we expecting out of this little system here? Like I said, really not too much here. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a look back here at the current radar view, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how much snow we are expecting here, basically over the next 24 hours regarding the storm here. Like I said, obviously don't expect too much. But we move over here towards the Midwest region, and we can look here at that. We look there at that right now. Yeah, like I said, for the most areas here, it is going to remain in the 1 to 3 inch zone. There's really not that many areas that's going to be heavily affected by this. But like I said, the snow could track down as far south as central Illinois, central Indiana, central Ohio. Those regions there potentially could see a little bit of snowfall regarding such. But anyways, like I said, just mostly just 1 to 3 inches, for these areas here. Now, as we move into the next following day, we're going to have another streak of snowfall. And this one could deliver maybe a little bit more. Like I said, especially here for the central northern plains here, you can see right here towards Nebraska, moving into portions of southern South Dakota, cutting right through central and northern Iowa. Now, there's a possibility that some areas could see maybe 3 to 5 inches out of this here, which we'll be talking about here in a moment. But anyways, like I said, that's what's going on there, y'all. That's kind of what we're seeing here is something that we got to be watching out for. Is obviously, the little snow that's moving through here. And honestly, this is going to be bringing down some pretty chilly air as well, as we are going to be noticing here. Like I said, we took a look here at this. We actually looked at the Climate Prediction Center here yesterday in their crazy outlook, which we can look at again right now to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. If you're in any shade of blue, that's well below average regarding the temperatures. And you can see how literally about 90% of the country is expected to remain in the below average temperatures. You can see right there, literally cutting all the way, basically excluding the southeast, due to some warm air advection going on there. But like I said, overall, for the most part, like I said, basically the western three-fourths of the country, starting across like the northeast, actually cutting through the Midwest, Ohio Valley regions, and moving completely all the way to the west here. Like I said, all the blue is expected to remain below average here for the next week. So obviously for this next coming week, it's going to be pretty cold, a little bit more colder than normal here. But like I said, that's kind of what we are seeing. Like I said, we take a look here for the following week after that. Now, there is still going to be a little bit more, below average cool air, obviously for the second week here. A little bit more cooler air, or a little bit more, not as cold probability, not as a big probability for cooler conditions as, for this next week that's coming up here. But anyways, as you notice, the southeast here, we're just remaining relatively above average, with those temperatures and all that fun stuff. So like I said, obviously with that going on there, yeah, nothing too crazy, but like I said, across like the Midwest and the central country, hey, it's going to get cold, a little bit more colder than normal. Precipitation for the next week here, it is going to be pretty moist here across the eastern country, the southeastern U.S., mid-Atlantic, the kind of the coastal northeast there. A bit more dry, obviously here towards like the southwest, central plains, Midwest region. Looks like we are moving into a dry spell, and a little bit more precipitation across the upper northwest, a little bit more precipitative. That's a brand new word. I don't even think that exists. Precipitative than normal. It might be a word. It might be a word. I don't know. But for the following week after that, it looks like things are going to be kicking back up here across the central country, which we'll have to definitely we'll have to watch and see how things go. But I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and switch over here to the models, my friends. We're not going to play around anymore. We're going to go ahead and take a look and see what we are expecting here down in time. Like I said, we have ourselves, first off, the GFS Long Range American Model. So first of all, we have the system moving through the eastern Dakotas here for tonight, eventually tracking through portions of Wisconsin, or eventually through Minnesota to Wisconsin, possibly here from Michigan by tomorrow afternoon, then kind of just fading out. But look at this. Here for tomorrow afternoon, kind of for tomorrow evening, we're going to have ourselves another little system develop here. It's not going to be anything as crazy as this last system we've seen, absolutely not. But it is going to be driving the potential of maybe some snow, perhaps across areas here of the central and northern plains, possibly areas here reaching towards the Ohio Valley there, possibility. And you can see here that for the far line we're talking about, it looks like areas here kind of towards like northern Illinois, northern Indiana and Michigan regions. That's kind of where we are going to be seeing, where the snow is going to mostly remain. So, like I said, if you guys are across areas here of North, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, portions of central northern Illinois, through portions of northern Indiana and portions of Michigan, we're expecting a bit of snow, and perhaps some of those areas could see about 2 waves, if you're including the one that is happening here for tonight. Now, across the southeast, it is going to be a little bit rainy. As you can actually see here, the rain really starting to kick in here for like the 29th. Like I said, I'm actually heading back to Kentucky, which I'll be able to do a lot more live streams and a lot more of that, the longer duration stuff, which I'm heading all the way from Florida. We're tracking all the way up here. I have to do some type of trip-like pattern like that, which is pretty crazy. So we're basically doing it from all the way in Florida to Kentucky. So I have quite a long trip here, just right ahead of us, which is definitely going to be quite crazy. But like I said, here for the 29th, though, we're going to have a lot of rain move through like the Midwest, to the eastern portions here of the Midwest, obviously moving through and then going through the Tennessee, Ohio Valley, then the southeast here. Perhaps areas here in the southern southeast, such as like Louisiana, possibly like, southern Georgia, across those regions there, which is something we should keep an eye out here for. But then other than that, we really can't go too much more further out here in time, because like I said, obviously the more further you go out there, the more, like I said, the more obviously, more inaccurate things tend to get here. But like I said, that's kind of what we're seeing. That is obviously what we're looking at there. It looks like, are we having some problems here with the internet? That's not good. Hopefully everything remains okay here. Let's see. I feel like it's whenever I start loading in things, I think that's the problem. I think it might be a mixture either between my computer or, like I said, my computer's having a stroke today, so I don't know, but I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully it fixes soon here. I think it's just a matter of me loading things, like I said, loading up those models and such. Yeah, I think that's what did it. I really do. So, hopefully things will return back to normal here. Caden says my stream lagging a bit. Yeah, Cole says it's not lagging for him. Huh. It's a bit laggy, a bit blurry for me. Gotcha. I don't know. I looked here on my end. It looks like it is a little bit laggy there, but like I said, that's just because I am loading things. Oh yeah, it is absolutely lagging here. I think it's my computer. I really do. There you go. So there's the music I was trying to load. There we go. So now it's wanting to load. Oh well. Hopefully it'll resolve itself here soon. Like I said, sorry about that, y'all. But anyways, like I was saying here, obviously we are going to be seeing the snow move through the regions here tonight. Now, like I said, when it comes to the accumulation factor here, across portions of like the, cross portions here across like the Midwest and those regions there, like I said, there's going to be a possibility we could see, first of all, we have that accumulation move through, but this second storm, this one could bring a little more. Now, the NAM model is going absolute haywire on this. The NAM model is absolutely flipping out here. GFS is actually the true. That's interesting. That's some new development here. That's like some new stuff that's just now popping up here in the models, which is honestly a little bit interesting. I mean, look at that. Some areas, according to this, possibly into like, the northern areas of Nebraska, up to a foot. Don't trust that, obviously, but we'll see. European model, wow. I'm surprised to say this, but European model also kind of supports that. We might be talking a decent amount of accumulation out of this one. Guys, I really think that this is... like an evolving event here. I think we might have ourselves a pretty decent snow streak. A little thin and narrow storm system. Bringing some snow here. Interesting. So obviously, like I said, if you're across areas in like northern Nebraska, maybe southern South Dakota, cutting through central Iowa, I tell you what, my friends, I think we're in line for quite the snow here. Let me see if there's anything going on here regarding freezing rain. That's obviously my next question. Ooh, what's going on down here towards Oklahoma? Y'all see that? There for like the 30th. That's still a few days out, but about 4 days out, y'all. But still, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Obviously it's just something to browse the models for. Let's see here. Something else I want to look at here is the next available potential for thunderstorm activity. It does not look like, obviously there's not enough energy being advected north. We got a storm system. Yeah, we're getting way too far down in the model here. Well, that's good news. Doesn't appear that any severe weather's on the horizon. There's just not enough energy being advected north, which is great. Like I said, honestly, that's really good. Because we need a break from all that stuff, though. But when it comes to a cool down, though, yeah, that's kind of the next big thing, as you can see here. Holy cow, yep, that's going to get pretty cold. Like I said, you can see here a big old blast moving down here, kind of for like the 29th. Let's see, temps across like Minnesota, eastern Dakota's here, possibly here, well, in the negatives. Watch, negative 10s here. Let's see, Lillian with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much there, Lillian, with your question saying any snow for Wausau, Wisconsin. Well, first of all, thank you for the donation. And second of all, I'm going to have to tell you, there is a good possibility you might see a little bit of snow here. Now, this will be happening here kind of for, the early morning hours here tomorrow. We're kind of talking maybe around 7 o'clock or so. I'd say anywhere from like 5 to 9 you'll be seeing a bit of snow. But this will be lasting possibly through the afternoon as kind of a form of snow showers rather than just consistent snowfall. Then we have that secondary storm that forms here, but it does not look like you're going to be affected by it. So I'd say it's definitely possible. I mean, you're likely going to see a little bit of snow here this morning or for tomorrow morning, but I don't think it's going to be doing anything crazy. In which, like I said, we take a look here at the official forecast, from the National Weather Service here regarding snowfall over the next 48 hours, and we're kind of talking pretty much around your 1 to 3 inch zone, which that's just kind of what we're looking at. So obviously, You know, obviously nothing too crazy, but you know, it's something. It is definitely something. Lillian says, thanks, no problem, no thank you. Appreciate your support. Thank y'all for the donations. You guys absolutely rock. As always, appreciate all of you guys. Like I said, here's the current radar view, y'all. We have this, you know, this little bit of snow that's moving through here. Oh, shoot. Are we having a bit of problems here? Yeah, what's going on with this internet? I think we have ourselves a bit of a... I think we have ourselves a problem here, y'all. Like I said, if it cuts out here, we're going to try to restart it later on if it decides to cut out. Probably like 10:30 or so. Because I got to give you all some... I got to give you guys some forecasts here. So I'm not going to let the Wi-Fi get in the way of it. Unless it does. Hopefully we're back. Like I said, sorry about that, y'all. Anyways, let's see. Southwest Ridge is overall winner. We are going to be seeing, like I said, obviously we are going to be seeing a bit. Stream is disconnected. What the heck is going on here? Like, is this Wi-Fi like on something? Yeah, this is another good thing. Am I having internet problems? Yeah, it appears I am. This is another reason I'm ready to go back to where I was before. Let's see, Tornado Clip says you are cutting out. Yeah, it definitely shows that. Cutting out some. Okay, well, like I said, y'all, if y'all can hear me right now, if you can actually hear me, if the stream cuts out, and if it does this for too much longer, we're going to have to postpone the live stream for another hour or so. Yeah, it's cutting out some. Yeah, like I said, obviously, I'm trying my best here, y'all. Hopefully it'll resolve itself. You know, obviously, I don't want to. Hopefully, I don't want to jinx it and it doesn't resolve itself, but we'll see what happens here. But anyways, like I said, y'all, we are seeing a bit of snow here for the northeast. You know, a bit of snow shower activity here towards the Ohio Valley as well. Looks like some snow showers are kind of moving into areas like southwestern Columbus here, which is something else. Which, like I said, obviously it's nothing crazy. It's nothing really to expect, you know, anything crazy out of it. But something, actually, I just realized something. Okay, it's fine. Like I said, obviously, yeah, I try to go live as early as I can, and for some reason, we're having a little bit of problems here with the internet today. But like I said, we'll be heading back here to Kentucky here soon. So we'll be back at our station. We'll be back at our normal area here, though. But anyways, like I said, here's the overall snowfall that's actually fallen here over the last 72 hours, which is the last 3 days. Like I said, with this big storm system that moved through, I mean, we got a decent amount of snow here. The Panhandle received some areas here, you know, mostly around 3 to 5 inches here for the Panhandle, but some areas actually exceeded over 6 inches, which is interesting. Northwestern Arkansas is kind of where we expected the heaviest. Portions here of like southeastern, almost east central Oklahoma, seen over 6 inches as well. Yeah, you can see southern portions of Missouri as well, portions of Illinois, Indiana, and obviously moving up here towards southern Michigan. Yeah, southern Michigan actually got a decent amount here, especially towards like Kalamazoo, kind of recorded over 9 inches of snowfall. Which, like I said, obviously that's not too bad. You know, that's a decent amount of snow there. But anyways, but like I said, y'all, if you have any zip codes, like I said, feel free to throw down some zip codes here. We're gonna try to get into some of those. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully the internet problems are done with. Hopefully things get back together here pretty soon. But like I said, we have a look here in the future. We just have this one little system moving through. Other than that, there's talks. Okay, there's talks on the 31st, which that's still obviously a very long time out. You know, still several days out. Don't get your hopes up for this, but GFS here, over the last few models, has been supporting a little streak of snow. Maybe towards like maybe Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia. Yeah, you can see how that kind of leads up to it. So we'll see how things plays off with that. Are we going to see any other significant snowfall in the remaining winter months? Well, here's the thing. Now, February can obviously bring some nasty snowstorms. We're not over yet. Just because you think that things are done right now, yeah, probably not. I think that February could throw a few curveballs at us. I think we could get a few interesting snowstorms. Like I said, what we were expecting here in the beginning, you go back to our winter forecast last year, towards the end of the year. And like I said, what we were expecting is kind of, a little bit of a snowy northern portion of the country, a snowy Ohio Valley. And like I said, according to what the models had to state then, I haven't really looked so much on it now, but like I said, we were expecting how the later portions of winter, all of the snow is going to probably start to dive a little bit more for the south. That's just a more of an educated guess rather than anything. But like I said, it's possible. Like I said, we're still not over. We still have a little bit to go, and everything like that. Caden says, "Can I check 51250?" Absolutely, buddy. I got you covered here. We're going to take a look here back at my other screen. This is for the 51250, 51250, cross portions here of Sioux Center, Iowa. Oh, wow. I'm already right on that. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. Holy cow, look at that. That is some heavy snowfall. Well, let's see if I can find a live camera here. I don't think that's going to help my, I don't think that's going to really help my my case here with the internet. So, but that is, oh shoot, here we go. Well, here's a live camera in some of these areas. Oh yeah, if you zoom into it, look at that. You can see the snow right there. Like I said, this is a live camera here in. There we go. That's a good view. Yeah, that's a live camera there towards Sioux Falls. But like I said, obviously there, Caden, so for you, you're about to get that. You're about to get this line that's moving through, the Sioux Center area. But like I said, here, we take a look here back at that, the radar view here for you. Like I said, here towards Sioux Center. You're not in it yet, but you're getting there. 32-mile-an-hour wind gust nearby. That's pretty interesting here. Let's see. Temperature of 19 degrees. Pretty daggone chilly. But yeah, so that line's going to be happening here, moving through here pretty soon. DBZ about 20 to 30. That's some pretty moderate heavy snowfall, actually. That could probably throw you about 1 to 2 inches per hour. But that's only if it lasts for an hour. And like I said, this heaviest precipitation is probably not going to last more than a half hour. Shouldn't. But anyways, let's see here. What does it look like for the rest of the winter in New York City? So like I said, obviously there's going to possibly be a few curveballs. It's honestly very, very difficult to say here at the moment without really diving into it, which we're not going to be doing right now. It's more of climatology type of things. But like I said, I do expect here that February could throw us some curveballs, which we might need to keep in consideration. Like I said, regardless of what's happened, say if something does pop up here, then we'll cover it. Like I said, if something does happen, we'll always be here for it. Let's see. Emily wants me to take a look here at 47304. This is across portions of Muncie, Indiana. That's right here. For portions of basically just northeast of Indianapolis, not too far away from those areas. So for you, my friend, so here's the thing. Like I said, we were taking a look here over at the that first storm that's going to be moving through. Now, according to what the NAM 3-kilometer model has to state here, probably nothing much regarding anything anytime soon. With the secondary system forming here for the 28th and 29th might be something you should consider watching. As you can see here, it might drag some winter weather towards the area. But it has you right there. It really has you right there on that event line. Really from that region of, just normal rainfall and just normal precipitation to some snow towards the back end. But with this first system, it's possible we could see a few snow showers, but I don't expect any accumulations out of it, really. Is there snow forecasted for, let's see here, Alexandra, so take a look here. Is there snow forecasted for 00, or sorry, you got it wrong there, so 08816. All right, this is for New Jersey. in the northeast. So, okay, so obviously here for New Jersey, where you're located here. Now, obviously, with that, yeah, with the next, mid-range, like I said, we don't like to take the models too far out there, but with that storm system that's moving through, to your question, is there snow forecasted? The answer is just simply no. Nothing really expected for you over the next little bit. Like I said, that's being pretty generous and going out about 4 or 5 days as well. And like I said, really, once you push that 5-day margin, that's whenever you really should not look at. You really shouldn't trust it after that 5-day margin. But anyways, so to answer your question, no, there's nothing in the talks here yet. But like I said, we'll be doing forecasts here every night. Tomorrow is going to be our last forecast live stream in Florida for a while. Team Kenny wants me to take a look here at 63146 across portions of St. Louis, Missouri. I got some friends over here in St. Louis. So for you, when it comes to the upcoming future, obviously regarding anything significant, same story for you as we talked about for like Indiana. So if we take a look here at some of the models, like I said, we take a look here at the, towards the region, there's St. Louis right there. With this storm system, it's going to be possible here for like the early 29th into the, obviously into the afternoon hours. We could get a little bit of activity here. Now, is it going to be anything too crazy? It's still a little bit unknown here. But we'll watch it. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, you can see here for the NAM 12-kilometer model how it really does not show much happening at all. So, like I said, I really would not get your hopes up with that. So, but like I said, obviously I really don't expect anything for you other than that. Let's see here. Mr. Install wants me to take a look here at 90712. Absolutely. This is for Lakewood, California, right here towards Los Angeles. All right, so when it comes to you, my friend, like I said, you're obviously here towards Los Angeles, basically Southern California. Now, you guys, not specifically for your location, but California in general, for like the central and upper portions, they're getting battered, with a lot of precipitation over the last, a few weeks ago they have been. Now, I'm kind of happy to tell you that we're not really expecting anything to go on over there really anytime soon. Like I said, we take a look here at the GFS as a good example. It's supposed to mostly remain dry here for the most part. I mean, maybe a little disturbance moving through here for like the the 29th, but for you specifically, probably is not going to do anything. If anything, probably nothing much. Caden says, got to go by. See you later, Caden. Thank you for joining us there, bud. And like I said, hopefully we'll see you here in the next one. Which, like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing a live stream. Saturday night we can't because I'm going to be in Georgia. That's where we're meeting halfway. My brother's taking me halfway to Georgia. Then my mom's going to take me from Georgia back to Kentucky. So I'm kind of meeting. And so we're going to be at a hotel on Saturday night. So I'm not going to be able to do a live stream Saturday night. So that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow is the last, little live stream here we can talk about, before I hit the road and all that stuff. But anyways, let's see. Mr. Install says, thanks, my friend. Hey, no problem. Like I said, if there's anything we can do for you, y'all, like I said, we're here for you. Always have been, always will be. We always got y'all covered. Emily says, GG. Yeah, I'm actually ready to go back, honestly. There's a lot of things I do miss about being back at home. Like I said, this has been a 3-month trip. Can you believe that? Pretty much 3 months. On February 6th, it would be 3 months, which I've been here since, November 6th. Yeah, November 6th is when I came down. And the crazy thing is literally like a few days after, I think like 3 or 4 days after I got down here, that's when we had Hurricane Nicole. So I literally, I basically just got that. Emily says, got to go. See ya. We'll see you later there, Emily. Thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciated. But like I said, y'all, if there's anything we can do for you, like I said, if there's a specific area that you're questioning about the weather, if you want me to look here in the models and stuff like that, like I said, just tag down a zip code. It's that simple. Just give me, the 5-letter or 5-number zip code, and I'll plug it into here to figure out where this is at, and I can show you what we're expecting here over the next little bit. Absolutely. But once again, like I said, Jenny and Lillian, thank you guys so much for the donations here. It's greatly appreciated. Definitely does mean a lot. So big shout out goes to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. But like I said, yeah, Sioux Falls. I mean, y'all are getting pelted by this snow here right now. Like I said, you see all how dark blue that is? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's obviously some pretty heavy stuff. I'll tell you what. Cody Gray wants me to take a look here at 51441. Absolutely, this is for Deloitte, Iowa. Okay, so you're not too far away from all this snow here right now. In which, I tell you what, this snow. Let's see, Deloitte. Let's see, let me actually pull back up Deloitte here. Actually, I accidentally lost your area. 51441 across portions here of Deloitte. Okay, yeah, there you are. So you're right here, northeast of Omaha, towards Denison. So, okay, so for you, you're basically west central. So, from what it looks like I said, it's possible, depending on which model you look at there, it's possible that tail end could scrape by. Maybe around midnight. So I'd say probably see some snow near midnight, if not a few hours before, or probably not before, but a few hours after, possibly. But it would not be anything crazy. So, like I said, don't get your hopes up for anything like absolutely crazy or anything like that. No. Liam says that's a lot of snow. Yeah, I mean, it's coming down pretty good there. Like I said, right there at Sioux Falls. I mean, it's quite crazy. Like I said, it's really kicking across those areas there, which is definitely quite interesting. It actually looks like the temperature is increasing. That's really weird. It looks like the temperatures are increasing the further northwest you go of that line, which is quite crazy. Apparently, my thing said disconnected for a second. What is going on with this Wi-Fi? Anyways, let's see. Cool wants me to take a look here at. Cool wants me to take a look here at 98270, which is across portions of Marysville, Washington. So, yep. Okay, this is on the far portions here. This is just north of Seattle. So, for you, my friend, regarding anything coming in the future, there's a little bit of precipitation that's actually moving through. If I go ahead and show you real quickly what's going on. A little bit of precipitation moving through. We take a look here at the future radar. You can actually see here that we are going to be seeing maybe a little bit of precipitation moving through in the form of rain for you. The upper northwest, areas here towards like Idaho, towards like Wyoming and like Montana, those regions, possibly is going to see a bit of snowfall. As you can see that little shot of moisture moving down here. This will be really kicking in after midnight. Which if I move up here towards Canada on my radar view, you can actually see, yeah, right there. That's where the precipitation's at. So that's gonna be something to keep an eye out there for, which we'll see. Like I said, obviously that's gonna be driving some upper level snowfall. Which, like I said, I mean honestly, it's really just nothing. That's just nothing they're not used to essentially. Like they're obviously used to those conditions because they deal with it about 7 months out of the year essentially. Because it remains quite cold for a while in Montana. For locals, definitely know that. Cool says, thank you. Hey, no problem. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, regarding this, then let me know. And we will be here to help y'all guys out. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have radars in Canada. Nice. Yeah, I do. On this program, anyways. Some of them I do have. Let me look. I have some in Europe, too. I think this is Germany. Got some Germany. I think Australia. This is mostly like heavy U.S. allies, I believe, that while I have these radars. Like South Korea is a big ally to the U.S. Australia is, too. Got Hawaii, obviously, U.S. territory. Yeah, Canada is a pretty good friend of the U.S. So we got some of those. Yeah, Germany, I'm pretty sure Germany is a good ally, too. So, but yeah, it seems like a lot of the main U.S. allies is what we can look at. Let's see. Cynthia says yes in Idaho too. That's where I'm from. Yeah, I mean, not too far away from that. Idaho. Especially for those upper elevations. I mean, you guys are always cold. You guys are always cold over there. Which right now, the funny thing is, I say that the temperatures are actually like in the 30s right now, which is not as cold as like areas here towards Iowa. which, like I said, we take a look here towards the area. I mean, look at this. Temperatures in the teens. We have a couple of them in the single digits here, 7 degrees. That is just flat out crazy. Teddy Smith says, hi, what's up, Teddy? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. Cole says, I heard temperatures will start to warm up next week. Is that true? Well, let's look at that. We'll pull up the models here in extended range. And let's take a look here at those temperatures. All right, let's see. So we track our way down here. The 28th is Saturday. Sunday moves through. Monday. Okay, so for the early portions of next week, it does not look like... Okay, so I'd say probably the later portions of next week is going to be a little bit more warmer, but until then it's going to be pretty cold, and it's going to start getting a little cooler each day. So the weekend's going to be pretty chilly, especially except for the north. I mean, look at that. This is negative temperatures, by the way. You look at that, negative 19, negative 20 degrees there. Nearly negative 30. Like, so obviously you can't trust that to be precise, but that's some cold stuff. That is some really, like I said, that's not wind chills or anything. That's just straight up your outside temperature. But anyways, but that's that. I mean, that's kind of what we are looking at there, my friends. But anyways, like I said, if you guys have any final questions, feel free to let us know. We've been live here for about 45 minutes now, so I think we're going to have to wind down here a little bit. Like I said, if there's any zip codes you want me to take a look at here in the next few minutes, hey, throw them down in the chat. We'll take a look at them. And if not, then we'll head off here for tonight. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing another one of these live streams here for you guys in order to make sure that you all are, staying up to date, making sure that you guys are, obviously, staying prepared and everything like that. That's all we care about, making sure that you guys are prepared for, anything that comes the way, because, Mother Nature is crazy and throws a lot of curveballs every once in a while, like I've said before. With that severe weather kicking off across the south and pretty daggone active this month, which is quite crazy. But anyways, let's see here. Rhonda wants me to take a look here at 43220 across portions here of Columbus, Ohio. Got you covered here, my friend. So we were actually looking at Columbus earlier because there is a possibility we may see a bit of snowfall. Possibility of some snow showers happening here basically for tomorrow evening. What you can see here, a few spotty snow showers. Now, some of them are probably going to be rain showers, more further south, but it's possible we could see maybe a little bit. Here for tonight, it would not be impossible either. We got a few little strings of snow, but I think tomorrow night or tomorrow evening, kind of right there, just slightly before midnight, I think that could bring a little bit of snow shower activity, which I wouldn't count on it too much though. Like I said, even if it did snow a little bit, it will likely not do anything regarding any accumulations. All right, well, guys, I think that is going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, like I said, feel free to join our Discord, everything like that. Once again, here for tomorrow, guys, we are going to be going back over this. We're going to be doing a little updated, forecast for you guys. So if you're new to the channel, y'all hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. I love y'all. I want you guys to stay safe out there and everything like that. Rhonda says, got on late, thanks. Hey, no problem, Rhonda. And you joined just in time for a personal forecast now, didn't you? That's what we like to see, though, is you guys being prepared and obviously up to date with the latest weather information and everything like that. So, like I said, we got y'all covered. But until next time, my friends, I'll be catching you all here tomorrow about the same time, probably around 9 o'clock, 9:30. So be on the lookout for that. And then, like I said, Saturday I'm heading on road trip all day. Or half a day, basically, from Florida to Georgia, and then the next day after that being Sunday, Norfolk, Georgia to Kentucky. So, got a lot of road hours ahead of me, my friends. So we're gonna have to, we're basically just gonna have to, we'll just have to call it that. But we'll be back at our home here soon, and we'll be able to do longer live streams and more in-depth coverages and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But once again, if y'all did enjoy it, absolutely crush that like button. It helps out the YouTube algorithm. It helps keep things going. Like I said, obviously suggest this to other people. So if you guys would like to, obviously help support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, leave a like. it would be greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. Like I said, it's absolutely free. I hate being that typical YouTuber that says that, but seriously, it helps out. It helps other people as well. So, if there's anything I can do to help people out, I'm going to do what I can and everything like that. Alrighty, guys. Well, once again, thank you for joining us. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your Thursday night. Once again, we'll catch you all tomorrow about the same time here, 9 o'clock p.m. And then after that, we'll see you in Kentucky. All right, my friends. Well, once again, thank you all so much for all of your support. You guys absolutely rock. Once again, before we head off, your big shout out goes to Jenny for the $10 super chat, as well as Lillian for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. You all absolutely rock, and you guys are true supporters of the channel. Greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. All right, my friends. Well, that's going to wrap it up here for tonight. Stream heading off here in 2 minutes. Like I said, if you guys have anything you want to say to your friends and family who might be lingering around in chat, now's the time to do so. All right, my friend. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you all here in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Partly sunny. Highs in the lower 20s. Here are the weather conditions at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bismarck, cloudy. Temperature 36 degrees. Relative humidity 82%. Wind west at 20 miles an hour. Pressure 29.49 inches and falling. Mandan, cloudy. 36 degrees. Relative humidity 100%. Wind west at 24 miles an hour, gusting to 31. Hazen, cloudy. 37 degrees. Relative humidity 87%. Wind northwest at 22 miles an hour, gusting to 31. Harvey, cloudy. 36 degrees. Relative humidity 41%. Wind west at 21 miles an hour, gusting to 29. Minot, cloudy. 37 degrees. Relative humidity 78%. Wind west at 29 miles an hour, gusting to 41. Dickinson, cloudy. 36 degrees. Relative humidity 82%. Wind west at 31 miles an hour, gusting to 39. Elsewhere around North Dakota, at Jamestown, mixed precipitation was falling with a temperature of 37. It was 36 at Garrison. It was cloudy with a temperature of 35 at Williston and 35 at Devil's Lake. At Fargo, snow and fog were reported with a temperature of 22. At Grand Forks, snow and blowing snow were reported with a temperature of 24. In northern South Dakota, it was cloudy. It was 39 at Mobridge and 37 at Aberdeen. In eastern Montana, skies ranged from mostly cloudy to cloudy. It was 39 at Miles City, 38